at World's Strongest Man 2017. We're at the airport for the plane pull, 25,000 pounds down a 30-meter course. A grueling event. The biggest and strongest should win, but sometimes technique will trump.
The fourth event at the World's Strongest Man finals in Botswana would be the plane pull. However, conversations before the event were still focused on what happened the day before.
Do you know what? It didn't help. It was so... The fulcrum was here. Last year it was here. Movement was this. This year movement was like this. So taller man had a lighter spot at the top, but also he had a bit more of a lean back. So in some ways it almost might have forced his knees out. I don't know if you remember me in the yard. I said, "Good work, don't keep your knees in." I said it for reasons. He's done it before.
It's an awkward bit of kit, to be fair. But at the end of the day, it would only have made a half a point difference, wouldn't it?
It would have done.
And then Eddie might have done an extra rep anyway.
And he had 12 seconds. Ed had 12 seconds. Ed looked tired, though.
He did look tired, but maybe he would have taken a bit longer and just to be a bit fresher to get the 2 reps he needed. So there's too many ifs and buts.
You can only call these things as you see them. 10-minute turnaround per man. We've got those 100 minutes. That's roughly how long it's going to take to turn the plane around. So please, in your sections, get yourselves ready. First man ready to go at 8:30. Next man, highly likely, 8:40, 8:50, 9 o'clock.
Throughout the final, Eddie was still being monitored by the World's Strongest Man official doctor.
Pre-tournament, every single athlete has to have a thorough cardiac screening, and that incorporates a questionnaire and ECG. And if there's any abnormalities on the ECG, and what I mean by that is it's quite common for elite athletes to have subtle changes on an ECG. Okay, but if I have any concern, then we order an echocardiogram, which is like an ultrasound of the heart and just shows the heart. And one of the problems is that these guys have big hearts. And it's strict screening. If the echo doesn't give us the answer, they have a cardiac MRI scan. We've got to make sure these guys are healthy and fit.
Historically, a plane pull at World's Strongest Man would favour the heavier and taller athlete. However, the lightest man in the competition, Mateusz Kiliaskowski, set a blistering time of 40.07 seconds. Due to placings after the Viking press, Brian would be the first of the 3 favourites to attempt the pull, followed by Thor and then Eddie.
Well, steering up now.
Are you ready?
And we're expecting great things.
Give me a nod. Yes, go!
In this particular event, it's usually been Brian Shaw or Bjornsson who's won. Oh, but look at that, Colin.
Yeah, I mean, he's lifting the front wheels up there. He's very high indeed. Now at 206 kilos body weight, perhaps he'll get away with it. Remember Kiliaskowski, the leader on 40 seconds, he was so low.
And that will have an effect, won't it? Because those front wheels will take away a bit of energy.
Well, I mean, that's actually just the towing pole for this plane, and it's shifting around left to right. It's not just being lifted off the floor. That'll affect those front wheels, which isn't great. A lot of friction added in. 38-39. He's not going to beat Kiliaskowski. That's a surprise, a huge surprise.
Well, what will his time be? 47.6 seconds. Now that's a full 7 seconds behind Kiliaskowski, which is a surprise.
With Brian setting a modest time of 47.6 seconds, the door was open for Thor to make some headway. The Icelander had won this event the year before and was now favourite to win.
Because this is such an extraordinary thing, and so strong, man. If you have just tuned in, this is a man pulling a plane. A human man.
You do forget sometimes quite how incredible this is. He is a 200-kilo man, though. 30-odd stone.
Look, he's learned nothing about the front wheels on the tow bar.
But look at the wild power he's attacking it with. He's missed the rope a couple of times. But he could do with being a lot lower like Kieliszkowski was.
30 seconds have passed. 40.07 to beat.
He's going to give Kieliszkowski a run for his money.
What will he do? Well, 41.1 seconds. Really nothing in it.
Surprisingly, Thor could only manage second place behind Kieliszkowski, dropping a valuable point. With only Eddie left to go, the Brit knew he had an opportunity to extend his lead over his closest rivals.
So Eddie Hall then.
Yes!
Been studying from the sidelines. There's the steam train effect.
Certainly a lot lower than Bjornsson and Shaw. Quite as low as Kieliszkowski, and he's got this going well though. All his forces going forward, and he is the last man to go. He gets that honour next to winning the Viking press, and he's really charging well now.
If he can beat Kieliszkowski, that would be an extraordinary thing.
It's going to be very close. 5 seconds to do it, 5 meters to go.
Well, he hasn't done it, but he has got 42.92 seconds, placing him third.
Well, he was third last year, but last year it was Shaw and Bjornsson in front. This time it's Kieliszkowski who takes the win. That is the surprise.
I gave everything I got for that. I think basically whoever stuck their arse the lowest got the plane going straighter, and that was my plan. Watching all the other guys, so I came third. 2.5 points in the lead. If I win the max deadlift, that puts me 3.5 points in the lead. That means I'm going to come top 4 on the stones. Well, I think Bjornsson's going to drop another couple of points on the deadlift, in my opinion. Shaw's going to be right on my tail, so I reckon I'm more worried about Shaw.
That's actually where I think Thor lost the contest, because I taught him how to do a truck pull years ago when I was getting him involved with the sport, and for a while he was the best one in the truck pull. He should have won that, but he lost to Kieliszkowski, which is really good technique that he uses. But for somebody a size of Thor or Brian, if they can master that kind of technique, nobody can touch him. So that's where I think he pretty much lost it.
The first 3 events plus this one, and we see 1 point in the press, 1 point in the squat, 1 point here. It'd be a whole new game. Do you think that way, or is your head right now in deadlift?
Right now, my head is right now in the deadlift, but obviously, when I'm laying my bat or just laying by myself, I think those things are back and forth again and again and again. Obviously, I'm a human being, and 1 rep there and there can totally change the game. But it is what it is. Right now, I'm in the game. I go into each event, I do my best, and I believe I'm strong enough to win the deadlift. If you believe, you can achieve, that's...
Exactly.
That's
Well, we believe in you. Best of luck.
Thank you, Cass.
Go get it, man.
Thank you, Cass.
Who's going to win now, Z?
It's a hard question. I know for sure that I not win this year.
Who's going to win now?
Honestly, I think Eddie's going to win now.
Yeah,
that's what he needed.
Can he do something stupid yet?
No, he's a professional athlete. He's going to focus on the deadlift. He's going to make sure he wins the deadlift and put himself in a good position on the stones. I think, barring any major accidents, he's got this in the bag. He just needs to stay focused. Focus on the deadlift first, and then obviously focus on the stones.
The deadlift in that contest was amazing. It comes down to Brian, Thor, and Eddie.
Coming down to the last couple of events, you've got to get every point you can.
In the max deadlift, the athletes have to decide what weight they enter the contest. This decision is key to conserve energy and to be able to lift the heaviest weights at the business end of the event.
I can't say. All I can say.
Just make it a rising bar then from now. Everyone's got to do it. Because if you're not giving a weight for me to gauge it on, how can I?
Sorry. I can tell you it's 450 or 455.
That's what we always do, to be fair. We always decide when we say how many.
To try and split the rest of the guys. That's all I can say, man.
Rising bar.
So it'll go 440, then it'll go whatever it is. Probably 450, 55. Depends how many we lose.
Looks easy, man, honestly.
As fast as you did it in Europe.
It looks very easy.
Right, can we go, guys? I'm sorry, mate.
The big three all decided to enter the contest at 400 kilos, and after completing that and a 440 kilo pull, the weight jumped to a massive 460 kilograms. With just Brian, Eddie and Thor remaining, whoever came out on top here would have one hand on the World's Strongest Man trophy.
Take that ball, Brian!
So, Brian Shaw.
Lift this for sure. He's done 1,000 pounds on bars that are higher than this. You know how much this would mean to him.
Nervous Eddie Hall there, just in case Brian Shaw can do this with ease.
Oh, his hips are rocking about.
Well, it wasn't easy, but it was done.
Very gingerly goes down to 2 knees. That took so much out of him. You just wonder if there's anything else going on here. Something's not absolutely right with the champ. But he's in the lead.
So Hall, what have you got, Eddie? 460 kilos.
Are you ready?
This is a club he's definitely in, the 1,000-pound club, and that's why!
Look at that from the beast.
Not even a hitch.
Wow. And just walks off.
Glance over to the tent where the rest of them are. I'm out, says Brian, I think. I can't imagine him going too much heavier.
So Bjornsson has to attack this.
Defining moment right here. He needs this so badly to keep in the running. Oh, Hafthor. Brilliant lift.
Have that, Hall. The co-leader, 460 kilos. And Brian Shaw, is this going somewhere? He's not sure he can go.
I think you couldn't be more right with that statement, Danny, but this man, so fired up, buoyed on by all his friends and family, matching Eddie Hall, lift for lift. Brian too, of course. What will we go to now?
Well, we kind of saw it coming, didn't we? He has withdrawn from the deadlift.
With only Eddie and Thor remaining, a discussion took place over what weight to jump to next. The Icelandic team were pushing for the weight to be set at 480 kilos, an enormous 20-kilo jump from the previous weight.
472.5, please. 472.5.
A more realistic 12.5-kilo increase was added to the bar.
Thor pulls a big deadlift, trying to push Eddie, and I've kind of done the same thing. It's like try to play the tactics. Sometimes you try to push your opponent to choose a weight that he'll jump to and he'll fail. So I think they were trying to push it up, hoping if it would go that way that Eddie might fail it. Now, it didn't come to that.
on, Ed!
Oh, 472.5 kilos. Goodness me.
And this really has become a showdown between the two men, the likes of which the competition has never really seen.
Ready? Lift!
Big jump from 460. Here we go. Hall. He's been in this territory before.
Wow.
It's remarkable. You think how many events he's done before this. When he pulled that 500 kilos, that's all he did all year. Built up for that.
And really trying to show it's not having a deep effect on him. Psychological gamesmanship, maybe.
Oh, undoubtedly, yeah. The two are permanently staring at each other. And that's who he first looked at when he stood up with it. Here we go. Can the Viking fulfill his destiny that he so much believes in? He'll back himself every single day of the week in the stones.
Up it goes. Or does it? No. And Hall has the deadlift.
Well, well, well. Hand it to Bjornsson. Great lifting. Actually, he's wasted some energy compared to Shaw, who's withdrawn. They get the same lift at 460. Got it to his knees. Great pull. And that has to be one of the most epic showdowns in World's Strongest Man history. And the relief and happiness for Hall is palpable.
Well, that was a great event for me. It was one of the bankers. I'm 3.5 points in the lead, I believe. So all I've got to do is come top 4 on the stones and I've won World's Strongest Man. So I'm feeling mega confident. Stones is a good event for me. Could even win the stones. You know, I'm going to go all out.
Eddie did something that was phenomenal. 472.5, best ever. Just cranked it up. Made his statement right there. I'm going into the last event ahead in points and ready to take my title. It was a real statement in deadlift history. And what he did that day, to me, was nothing short of phenomenal.
And so, as it usually does in a World's Strongest Man final, it came down to the final event, the Atlas Stones. The American Martins Lises loaded all 5 stones in a fast time for the rest to catch.
Next up then, from Canada, JF Caron, currently in 4th place, up against, well, he's got the height, hasn't he, for this? Bjornsson.
Nickname King of the Stones.
Well, last year, Caron managed 4th. Will he get his 5th this year? Just making it look easy, isn't he, Bjornsson?
The King is majestic in his early stones here. Oh, one motion, beautiful. But Caron isn't so far behind.
33.24 to beat. It looks like Bjornsson's going to do that very easily. He gets the wriggle on.
He's done all he can, Bjornsson. Giving it everything.
There you go. That's how you do it.
This man, Bjornsson, 28.99. Oh, I've never seen Shaw look so pensive, nervous of what's to come.
Who wouldn't be nervous?
Now, Bjornsson's done stones quicker than that before, but the set's never been this heavy. Which plays into his hands, no doubt.
So here we go. The world's strongest man, Brian Shaw, who, if he wins this, will tie for the most wins of that title, up against the man who wants it more than anyone, Eddie Hall.
Well, there's 4 points difference between these men, so Hall has to get that 5th stone up, and he'll know, even if Brian gets it up, that he's done it. So that's fact. Anything else, and it'll be down to times.
Look at this. Eddie Hall attacking this event. Straight down and up. Already on his 3rd, moves to his 4th.
Brian not quite his quickest. Perhaps that hamstring causing problems.
Here we go. If Eddie Hall gets this stone on that plinth, he is the world's strongest man.
Brian Shaw starting to catch, looming in the background. Oh my goodness, come on Eddie.
This is it. Oh.
Well, it could come down to his speed on the fourth stone. It's going to come down to the maths, and Shaw goes down. Oh goodness.
Shaw's down, come on Eddie.
Well, he's got under 10 seconds here to put it out of doubt. If he slams this on, you're right, he will be the world's strongest man.
He's done it, and he is. Eddie, the Beast Hall, the world's strongest man. The first Brit in 24 years to manage it.
Oh. Yes, Dad! Yes! The world's strongest man! Right here!
Eddie Hall capped it off with the stones. And there it was, bam, victor. All that energy, all the passion and conviction and motivation that he used in the years before in prep came out of him. He was truly at the top, the best. What he felt at that moment was pure emotion. I have done what I said I was gonna do. There's Eddie Hall, feeling the great feelings of accomplishment. He did climb to the highest peak, put his flag in Everest, and said, "Here I am, world, the strongest walking on the planet."
Good job, man. Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
I need to hug him.
Thank you.
Oh, good job.
Eddie, you brought it home after 24 years. I'll take the tackle.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you. Yes!
Reaction down the lane. Let him have a reaction. Let him have a reaction. That's yours, buddy.
Over the years, and it's been 40-some, World's Strongest Man events have changed. Don't try to talk about it as if it was an event that quite possibly could have been set for one athlete. It was an event put together with each individual event picked to find the strongest man in 2017. And I think they did a fantastic job in the events they chose to determine that title.
Up to this year, or Eddie winning that title, Thor and Eddie got along fine. What Thor did was diminish Eddie's win. You know, you can be frustrated, you can be unhappy with your performance, but you never diminish your opponent because they go through the whole same things as you. And there is nobody in this sport that can win every contest he enters. The competition is so hard, there's so many good guys that there is just nobody that can dominate all the contests. Simple as that.
It's unfortunate. I mean, I went down on my knee. I knew I was hurt right after the deadlift, but you know, it's something. It's always been very important to me to not try my best to not show weakness. You know, I've always tried my best to fight through, you know, whatever.
Eddie, let me be the first World's Strongest Man to welcome you to the team.
Thanks a lot, brother. Thanks,
You deserve it, man.
Thanks,
what
dude.
a fight. Damn, you're a warrior. Congrats.
No one else has said well done yet.
Does it feel good?
Yeah.
It's got to feel great,
Feels
man.
good, man.
I've been feeling it for like 35 years. It feels awesome. It gets better.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Proud of you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Welcome to the club.
Millie, can you let them know Hafthor's coming?
All that was left after one of the most epic battles in World's Strongest Man history was the prize-giving ceremony.
I think I've got quite a bit of fight left in me, so you know, you know, go back and regroup and take some time off and train, and we'll see where it goes.
You're very proud of yourself.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Super gracious.
Yeah.
Great
Awesome.
job, man.
Thank you, bro.
Tonight.
Thank you.
Right here for Shaw. In second place, from Iceland, Hafthor, Julius Bjornsson.
2017 Bjornsson's World's Strongest Man, Great Britain's very own first-time winner, Mr. Eddie Hall.
And thank you all for coming out here today. Thank you for your kindness, your support. Thanks for coming and cheering on our strongmen. Everybody have a great day.
Stills picture as well.
The one person I'm disappointed with is Thor. He's claimed some disallowed reps here, some bad reffing or whatever. Claimed he would have won the World's Strongest Man had it been for that, but the guy's deluded. And the thing that hurt me the most is Brian shook my hand, every athlete shook my hand, said well done, every member of staff. I actually went to shake Thor's hand to say, sorry you didn't win it, Thor, but well done. And he just point blank blanked me. Shook my hand, but didn't say well done. And that hurt.